Hi friends, followers, viewers. I have talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. I had an idea in 2016. It's not original. The original idea is Robinson Crusoe, the novel, about a man ending up on a desert island, a lonesome island, deserted island. His name is Robinson Crusoe. Then he meets a lot of difficulties and challenges. This is a novel. That was the original idea, to my knowledge, in this category. And it's a novel about the man, you're human, against the elements. So that was the original one. Then you had the great TV series Lost for several seasons. I haven't seen it all, but I've seen some of it, and it's truly great. And earlier than that, I think you had Castaway with Tom Hanks. As I always say, when it's a big star I really like, don't even get me started on Tom Hanks. How much I love his work. But let's put that aside. Castaway is about a man working for a US transportation company. The plane goes down in the South Pacific. The real island they shot the movie on, supposedly neighboring island to Fiji. And there he also meets his challenges from nature. And because the plane crashed in very shallow waters, I'm on the deep end, watches at that. Anyway, well, Lady Gaga, what can I say? She's the greatest. Anyway, among many greats, so don't get me for that. I love her anyway, and her work. Because the plane crashes in shallow, the transportation plane with mostly packages and a few crew, 4 or 5 crew in all, and the plane crashes in shallow waters close to the island. He dives and gets stuff from there and manages to survive a bit. That is a great movie too. I was of course inspired by that movie. I was inspired by the novel, inspired by Lost. So I thought of, in 2016, a variation of that, not inspired by current events, but of course they play into this in the thing I'm going to do, which is first a short movie, and then I'm going to do a longer movie. It's all about me in this situation, but in this scenario I live in a house far up in northern Sweden. And where I live is far away from any blast site. It's an all-out nuke war. I get to see the war unfold on my computer screen. You will never see the computer screen. You will see my mimics, my horror. And of course, the internet goes. Electricity goes. But I got a generator. I'm not a prepper. The character I'm playing is not a prepper. But living out far up north, still got food for 2-3 months. Fresh food for at least a month, and at least half a year of canned goods, canned food. Then you'll see this person trying to survive, not getting into any radiation, hopefully not being in any blast zone, and maybe encountering other people, maybe not, maybe encountering wild animals hurt by any nuclear blast. It's a human against the elements, and it's going to be shot like this, very close up, and of course some distance shots too. And it's going to be in a house up north. So that house, of course, has its own well of water. It's wooden and electric pan, heating pan, and so on and so forth. So that's what I've been thinking about since 2016. I wanted to do. I'm going to do it myself mostly. The short film I'm going to do all by myself. See what it leads, where it leads. But that's what's coming up. So that's maybe a continuation of the short Swedish movie I just put up, which I did last week. I think it was last week, which is an improvisation. I know so much about these things, so I didn't even write anything before, I just went with it. So when I read the news there, I just made it up from my mind. Then, of course, added the seriousness of the world situation that we have now. It puts on another flavor, if that's the right choice of words. I don't know. But it's not so much about a forthcoming, hopefully not coming, big war, as it is about one human being against the elements being alone. And when the Castaway movie came, they also said, some reviews, it was not only about someone stranded on the island and everything that Tom Hanks' character encountered, but it's about the fear of mankind of being alone. So you could be cast away in your own apartment, house, or wherever you may live. Reach out to people. That's my advice. And you other people, reach out. If you know someone who's lonely, a neighbor, a friend, co-worker, schoolmate, classmate, reach out. They may need it more than ever, and especially when you reach out. Don't hesitate. We need to reach each other more. We need to connect. I have been lucky. I've had many friends in my life, and but that's not everyone got that luck, or maybe don't even want that many friends. Whatever you want, you still need someone from time to time, or a friend, or a partner, or family, and all the above. So reach out, and if you see someone lonely, reach out. And don't give up after the first try. Reach out to each other. Only when we reach out, care for each other, we can make this a better world. So this movie I'm going to shoot in increments, in parts. I'm not going to do the whole movie. It's going to be a taste of what I'm thinking in terms of how this movie would go. But the initial phase is pretty scary stuff. It's just me watching a computer screen, you watching me react. So you'll never watch the computer screen. You'll never watch any eventual possible nuclear strike that's covered by the news. I'm gonna have earphones, so you won't even be able to hear the newscast. You'll see my reaction and me repeating words, scattered words from this newscast in this made-up scenario. It's getting serious out there, so I would urge all the world leaders to take a deep breath, calm the fuck down, and reverse course, all of you. From the smallest countries to the biggest ones. No one wants this war. You don't want this war. Yet everyone is rearming and arming for a war. And of course, Sweden has to arm too. I'm very much for that because we have no choice. But that's the spiral. That's the crazy spiral. So we need peace. We need world peace. We need it now, today, and forever. On Earth. Everywhere. When we go to the moon, when we go to Mars, when we leave this solar system. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying put. For all you adventurers out there, have a nice trip. But we need to take care of each other. We need peace. And I think this movie that I'm about to make is just an added example of how much peace we need. My addition to the debate for world peace. And for not blowing each other up. Let's have world peace. Let's stop killing children. Let's just take care of each other, okay? So that's what's coming in the next days or weeks. That kind of movie from me. Bye.